Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. I'm back from visiting my family, so thank you so much for everybody who sent well wishes, and I'm back to work, so I'm trying to get caught up in everything, so thanks so much for your patience. This is going to be a general love reading for November 5th through the 30th of this year, and I'm going to go ahead and just jump into it. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that wonderful stuff. If you want a personal reading, you can check out the box below, and that gives you the information on how to do that. But I am still in the process of getting caught up, so thanks to everybody who's been so very patient with that. It was really great to be home with my family, so I truly appreciate it. Okay, let's jump into this. So the first card that we have here is the Tower. So there's been some upheaval going on. This could be internal or external. It could be some major suspicions perhaps popping up. I feel like this has a lot to do with feelings in this particular position for you. And so I feel like there is this kind of internal turmoil for a lot of Sagittarius right now, or there's some pretty heavy self-doubt too for some people in a shaking way, in a way that's really like, I'm not sure if I can do this kind of a way. It's a kind of an old familiar fear that pops up sometimes when when the momentum starts moving. Perhaps a little too quickly or uncomfortably. It's completely out of a comfort zone though. And then the next card that we have is the Queen of Wands. So it's definitely that fiery energy. I feel like there's this it's like a passionate energy, but she's also kind of somebody who has like control over you or a little bit manipulative. So it could be that you feel like you're in control of a situation, or it could be that you feel like somebody else is controlling the situation. But it's kind of coming in after this Tower here where the energy is, okay, now I'm taking control of it. Or it could be that some of you feel like this internal turmoil comes from this emotional manipulation. Maybe somebody's being highly manipulative, or you feel like there's something going on behind your back. That could be what this energy is pointing to too. But she's also she's just action-oriented and takes charge, and she's community-minded. So it's somebody who's thinking about the greater good in general, I feel like. With this Tower card here, it could be too that there's been some sort of community or family situation for some of you that's popped up where there is somebody that needed to take control of it. So it could be that some of you are experiencing that, but I also feel like this is that feeling of somebody can affect the other person emotionally, and it causes this inner turmoil. And then the next card that we have here is the King of Pentacles. Some of you may be dealing with an earth sign. Some of you may be dealing with another fire sign or a Scorpio. I feel like it could be, though, for a lot of you, there's Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus coming through. And the King of Pentacles is a card of extreme practicality. It's kind of this antithesis of this Queen of Wands energy where it's very, very practical, down to earth, solid, day by day, real dependable energy, and not as go, go, go. So it's kind of a counterbalance. And I feel like this is a dynamic between two people because we have this Queen and this King here. So it could be that there's even a third-party situation that comes to light here. Because directly underneath this Tower card, we have the King of Cups. So I feel like whatever this is, again, is it's an emotional upheaval. Some of you may be in a position where you have to choose between two people that you care about a lot. Or you're in a situation where something's coming to light and there's a decision that has to be made, and it has to do with the heart because this Tower is directly over this King of Cups. And I do feel like that's you. I feel like it's something that's affecting you emotionally or something that has thrown you off. It was unexpected. Or perhaps there's heavy suspicion. And then the next card that we have is this Nine of Cups, and it's directly under this Queen of Wands, and this is your energy also with this Queen of Wands here, but I feel like it has to do with what the other person represents to you. Perhaps it's like this, because the Nine of Cups is a wish card, so it could be perhaps that there was this idea in your mind that this was the perfect union, like a yin yang. You know, where they were the counterbalance. So it's everything you could have wished for. It's a good energy. But again, I feel like some of you are in this position where there's a decision that has to be made, because directly under this King of Pentacles is the Nine of Pentacles, and this Nine of Pentacles is right next to this Nine of Cups. So I feel like it's saying it could go either way, because the Nine of Pentacles traditionally would represent like a single card, somebody who is financially successful. They can take care of themselves. They're solid. They're good. They've got, you know, they've got themselves together. And they're happy being single. They're fine single or together. You know, either way. It's not, they don't particularly need a relationship. So it could be that some of you are in a position where somebody's making a decision between these two things. Especially with these two nines here, because it's almost at a completion. So I feel like you could follow this passionate, loving track, or you could follow this really practical and solid track. So it could be that you are in that process of making a decision like that, or somebody else is in the process. And I feel like that's what this Tower has to do with. It's this complete upheaval of being in a situation perhaps you didn't ever expect to have to be in. So let's go through and clarify and see what we're coming up with, because I don't know. Please clarify this Tower card here for Sagittarius for November 5th through the 30th, 2017. What is this Tower card about here? Please clarify this Tower card here for Sagittarius for love. November 5th through the 30th, 2017. What is this Tower card about here? Somebody flipped over, I thought. It must have flipped back over. Please clarify this Tower card here for Sagittarius for love for November 5th through the 30th, 2017. Please clarify this Tower card here. What is this Tower card about here for Sagittarius? Ooh, okay. Okay, so on top of the Tower card, we have this Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel like this, whoever this other person is in this picture, that could bring this kind of internal upheaval. I feel like it's somebody who is highly dependable. Like, you really trust this person. And this upheaval is a complete and total surprise. It's almost like a different part of their personality maybe you didn't even know existed. And it's shaking because they're your solid. You know, they're the rock. They're the person that's always the steady. And so that's really shaking because that energy, this earth type energy, and it could be any sign, it doesn't have to be an earth sign, but it's a very strong, like very solid, dependable energy. And that's what throws this Tower in. You know, when this Tower comes into the mix, that's what throws all the stability off, because this person's not supposed to be undependable. Please clarify this Queen of, okay. On top of the Queen of Wands, we have the Lovers. So I do feel like there is a very strong connection going on here. The Lovers card could be representative of a Gemini, or they may have Gemini in their chart. But it's also, this Lovers card obviously comes in as, you know, this very strong emotional bond, like a tight friendship too. It's an understanding, could be on like a soulmate level. And with it on top of this Queen of Wands, again, with the Queen of Wands, she's kind of like the bigger picture minded, community minded queen. And I feel like that with this Lovers card is kind of talking about there is something here that's greater good going on, or brings out the best in somebody. It could be that kind of an energy too. So there is a very strong emotional dynamic there. It's like this person can affect you emotionally. Maybe you're surprised that they can affect you as emotionally as they do, too. It could be that surprise, that Queen of Wands could be surprised that she even cares what's going on here, or that something has affected her emotionally. She may not like that very much. Please clarify this King of Pentacles card here for Sagittarius for love. November 5th, through the 30th, 2017. What is this King of Pentacles about here Please clarify this King of Pentacles here. What is this King of Pentacles here? Okay, that counts for me. So yeah, the 5 of Pentacles on top of this King of Pentacles. So there's this feeling of, I feel like, being left out in the cold by somebody who was like your ride or die. It could be that you feel like perhaps there's something suspicious going on. But there's a feeling of something, like not knowing the whole story or feeling shut out, kind of. And it's on top of this King of Pentacles that is a very, very solid energy. So it could be that there's an earth sign involved who they are feeling very left out. Maybe you have detached from them or started to drift away from them, and they're feeling very left out because they felt like there was a soul connection between the two of you. And it could be that you're doing this back and forth thing that Saggies do sometimes when the confidence starts going down or the fear starts kicking up. You know, sometimes you can pull away, and that's okay. That's what you do. That's how you handle it. That's no problem. But it does leave this feeling for this other person of being, and it could be that it's just another person who really does need that stability in their life, and it may affect them more than you recognize, perhaps. They really feel left out. Because that 5 of Pentacles, too, comes in kind of as that energy as if that's you and me against the world. You know, so it also can be that I thought it was us against the world, and now you've turned your back on me, and that really hurts, and that sucks. So it could be you or the other person, but somebody's feeling really shaken this month by that. Please clarify this King of Cups here for Sagittarius for love for November 5th through the 30th, 2017. What is this King of Cups about here? Please clarify. Whoop, okay. Yeah, so on top of this King of Cups, we have the 6 of Cups. So again, it's that feeling of somebody from the past or a past relationship. It could be that there is literally somebody from the past coming in. And that could be what this Tower card is because somebody could have thought that they knew exactly what they wanted. Then this past energy comes in, and now all of a sudden somebody doesn't know what they want. It could also be that the 6 of Cups is also that energy of like childhood love or maybe nostalgia or even over romanticizing love a little bit. And so it could be that there is this expectation of things being absolutely perfect before there can be a move forward, perhaps. And I feel like that could be this Tower card for somebody too, is because there's all of a sudden the brakes, it's like the brakes get hit and they don't know what to do with that. They think that they've done something perhaps. And it affects, I feel like, you emotionally too, Saggy. I do feel like it hurts you because you see them hurting, but you don't really understand it because your minds work differently. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it makes sense to me in my head, so we'll go with it for now. Please clarify this 9 of Cups here for Sagittarius for love for November 5th through the 30th, 2017. What is this 9 of Cups about here? Please clarify this 9 of Cups here. What is this 9 of Cups about here? Okay. On top of the 9 of Cups, we have the King of Swords. So some of you may be feeling like in order to get what you ultimately want, like what your ultimate wish is, you may need to take control of a situation or maintain control of a situation. Some of you may be dealing with an air sign, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra perhaps, and that energy on top of the 9 of Cups could be really wanting to manifest things with this person and move things to the highest level, but it could be kind of needing to have an ironclad plan on how to get there before doing that. So it could be, for some of you, this, again, this Lover's card represents Gemini, so it may be that you're dealing with a Gemini, and there are really deep feelings for this person, perhaps, and really wanting to elevate things to the next level. But I do feel like some of you are in a position where somebody is choosing between two people. Let's see what this 9 of Pentacles is about. Please clarify this 9 of Pentacles here for love for Sagittarius November 5th through the 30th, 2017. What is this 9 of Pentacles about here? Please clarify this 9 of Pentacles here. Okay. The Empress on top of this 9 of Pentacles. So the 9 of Pentacles, it could be representative of like a single mother. Perhaps somebody's feeling like they need to move forward in or make a decision regarding a commitment to perhaps a single mother or the mother of their child, perhaps. The 9 of Pentacles and the Empress could also be having to do with somebody who's running their own business, perhaps, and who's very innovative with business and very successful. Somebody who's got their stuff together and doesn't really need anything. But I feel like this Empress has to do with, because she's like the mother of the tarot, I feel like this has to do with almost an energy of somebody that you would, even if you don't want children, you could see like being the mother, or you wanting to be the mother of someone's children. It could be like you see that kind of long-term potential in a relationship, or in perhaps between two people. And so again, it's that feeling of needing to make a decision about which direction to go in the long term. Or some of you may be in a position where you're trying to decide whether or not you even want to remain in a relationship. So I'm not positive what's going on with you, Saggy, but I do feel like, I mean, it is positive energy overall, but I feel like there's conflict in the decisions going on, or there's conflict in the mind. Especially starting out with this Tower and this Knight of Pentacles, because it's telling me that like something that was that you trusted or was like dependable to you is shaken. So something's going down. So let me know. I'd love to hear from you, and I will speak with you soon.